This is Mr. Ronald and welcome back. How was your weekend? I hope you had a great time with your family last weekend. But since this is a new week, we are going to learn a new lesson. But before we do that, let's have a review. What did we learn last week? Right, we learned about magnetic and non-magnetic. What else did we learn? We also learned about the different types of magnet, right? So, now that we are in a new week, we are going to learn a new lesson. So for this week's lesson, we are going to learn these new words. Do you know those words? Don't worry. Don't worry if you don't know any of those words because today we are going to learn about those words. Are you ready? Okay. So, I have here in my hands two balls. They are white balls, right? Okay, watch what I will do to the ball. So I'm gonna put the ball on the table, just one of them, okay? And tell me what I did, what I will do to the ball. What did I do to the ball? What did I do? I pushed the ball. You're right. I pushed the ball. Now, the ball is here, okay? And it's not moving, right? So what am I doing? Again? What am I doing to the ball? Or I can put it here in front and then what am I doing to the ball? You are right. I am pulling the ball. So, what did I do again? I pushed and I pulled the ball. So, push and pull are examples of forces, right? So, when we say forces or when we say force, force in simple term is a push or a pull. And we use push and pull every day, or we push and pull things every day, right? So we can push a door, we can even pull a door, we push chairs, tables, like many different things in our house, right? Okay, so we use forces in our daily lives, right? Now, let's take a look at this picture. So what is this game called? So this game is called Tug of War. So in the game Tug of War, we have two groups of people. In this case, the yellow team and the red team, right? So what are they doing? So they are pulling, right? So they're using force. So the yellow team is pulling to the left and the red team is pulling to the right. So if the yellow team pulls more, then they are going to win. If the red team pulls more on their side, then they're going to win. Are they using other forces? Right. So aside from the pulling force, they're also using a push force. So they're using their feet to push against the ground. Okay? So they're using two forces, a pulling force and a pushing force on the ground. What can forces do to things? So aside from learning what force is, we also need to learn what can forces do to different or to things in general, right? Okay, so we are going to learn what forces can do to different things. Okay, are you ready? Number one, forces can start or can make things start moving. So for example, if I put the ball here on the table, okay, so right now the ball is not moving, right? If I go out and then maybe I go home and eat my lunch and then come back, will the ball still be here? Right, it will still be here because no one's touching it, right? Unless someone takes it, right? Okay, but if I use force, it can start moving. Again. So the ball started to roll over, right? To roll. Okay? Yes. So number one, forces can start or can make things start moving. Number two, so forces can also stop things from moving. So if I put my hand here, okay, and then I push the ball with my other hand, what did this hand do to the ball? It stopped the ball from moving. One more time. Okay, so you see that? Now, the ball is not moving because this hand of mine stopped the ball from moving. So, again, forces can stop things from moving. Okay? Number three, forces can make things move or go faster. Okay? So, let's say, for example, the ball is already rolling. Let's say it's rolling because I give it a little push. Then I wanna make the ball move faster so I can give more force, right? So again, let's say for example it's moving, and then let's say it's moving. Then I can give it more force to make it move faster, right? One more time. So let's say it's moving. Yes. So I can give it more force so then it moves faster. Similarly, we also do that to like things like cars. So let's say your mom or dad is driving and there's traffic. Okay, there are too many cars. They can drive slowly, right? But when there's no car or other cars and they're just alone on the road, then they can step on the gas, right? Step on the gas, and then if they do that, okay, it will make the car move faster. Because they're pushing on the gas, okay, gas pedal, so they're making the car move faster. Okay, now, of course, if forces can make things go faster, it can also slow things down. So, just like this ball, okay, we can make it move slower. So how? Okay, so the ball is touching the table, right? So it has this, it's like touching one another, right? If I push the ball like this, okay, one more time. Let's push it again. So, what happened to the ball? The ball stopped from moving, but I didn't use my left hand, right? It just stopped on its own. Okay, is it magic? No. Okay, because the table and the ball, or the table is using force against the ball. Okay, making the ball move slower and eventually making it stop from moving. So one more time. So you see, it stopped again, right? But I'm not touching it. Okay, I can also like make it stop using my hand, but I don't have to. It will just stop, right? Because that's what forces can do. It can make things go slower, and then eventually it can make it stop, right? So the same idea again with a car. So if your mom wants to make the car go slower, or your dad if your mom and dad wants to make the car go slower, they can just step on the brake, right? They can slowly step on the brake, making the car move slower, and eventually it will stop, right? Okay, and then finally, number 5, forces can make things change direction. Okay, so let's look at this example again. So I'm gonna put this ball, I'm gonna give it a little more force, okay? And look at my hand here, okay? And then let's see what's gonna happen to the ball. So I'm gonna push the ball towards this direction, okay? Oops, okay? Where did the ball go? It went this way, right? One more time. One more time. So, my hand actually made the ball go to a different direction. So instead of going this way, like this way, it bounced and then moved to the other direction, right? Okay, so we can use, or we can see this effect of force on a game of soccer, right? So when people are playing soccer, okay, they use their feet to kick the ball. So when they kick the ball, they can kick it forward, they can kick it sideways, right? They can make the ball move in different direction or go in different directions, right? Similarly, it also happens to cars. So when you're driving a car, you have a wheel, right? Okay, so you use the wheel to turn left and right, making the car go in different directions. Okay, do you understand? Right. So again, what can forces do to objects or things? Number one, forces can make things start moving. Number two, forces can make things stop moving. Number three, forces can make things go faster. Number four, forces can make things go slower. And then, number five, forces can change the direction of an object. Okay? So you can do the same experiment. You can use like different things. You don't just have to use a ball. You can use like other things. You can even use this chair. Like this chair has wheels, right? If you can see, I can push it, right? Okay, I can push it, I can pull it. Okay, it can go. You can use force to make this chair move. Okay, right. Now you can try to do an experiment about forces. You can just use simple things you can find around your house, like a ball or balls. You can also use like a bowl with some water in it. If you have a balloon, that would be nice, and a chair or a pencil. So you can make these objects move. You can apply or use the force. You can apply or use force to make those things move. Okay? So for your homework, I want you to do or to make a video of yourself showing how things move using force. Okay? Again, you have to make a video of yourself showing how things move using force. I will wait for your video. What did we learn today? So today we learned that push and pull are forces. If we push a thing, if we push an object or pull an object, we are using a force. And force is used on an everyday basis in our lives. We just don't realize it. Now, forces can do many things to objects. Number one, it can make it move. Number two, it can make it stop from moving. Number three, it can make it go faster. Number four, it can slow it down. And number five, it can change direction. Okay? I hope you learned something today, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.